your wife, Toto. Hi, baby. You guys, Peanut snores and he like talks while he snores. Yes, I know. Peanut, I missed you. Okay, today we're gonna talk about the love of my life. That would be you, Pika. Yes, he needs a haircut and he looks like a wild star. Look at you, you're like a rock star. Like a rock star. Hi, baby. The love of my life. My pride and possession. My man. My only man. My son. Peanut Cohen. That is not an attractive picture of you. Hold on. Peanut, we're gonna do another one when you look hotter, but... Reason. Okay, you guys. Today's story is about Peanut Cohen here. Yep. It's about you, baby. I'm gonna talk about how I manifested the love of my life into my life. I swear I shower him with so much love, he like hates me for it. But he's also the best dog in the world because I love him to pieces. Oh. I love you. You're not your most handsome self right now, but that's okay. Okay. You guys. Okay, Peanut was the dream of my life for 7 years prior to getting him. I have had Peanut now for... Oh, I'm running out of breath. I've had Peanut now for almost 6 years. Oh, I love him. I can't. All day I just tell him how much I love him. And that's why he's amazing. Okay, now he's gonna get irritated. You don't have to be part of this video. Okay, so Peanut is the love of my life. And I had attracted Peanut, no, hold on one second. I had manifested Peanut 7 years prior to getting him. When I was 20, I decided I want a cute little dog. It was the time of day when celebrity women like Paris Hilton, Britney Spears, I don't know, Nicole Richie, I don't know who else was famous at the time, Lindsay Lohan, had their little dogs with them and they would take them everywhere and it was like the cutest thing ever. And I was really obsessive with that idea. I didn't want a Chihuahua because I thought that they were bratty and I don't know. I think that I went to friends' houses and they were always barking and I was like, I don't want a barker, I want like a lover. So I think I've always been in love with Britney Spears. I believe that Britney probably had hers then, but I don't know if it initially started with Britney. I've been trying to figure out where it had originally started from. But I'd like to believe that it was Britney Spears because she's inspired a lot of things into my life. So I think Britney had a Yorkie. I fell in love with her. And I remember where I was in LA. It's kind of the area that I live in now, but I was 20. And I decided that day, I don't know why, I don't know how, I can't remember. It was so long ago. I mean, we're talking about like 6 years plus 7 years, like 13 years ago. I decided that I was gonna have a dog. He was gonna be a Yorkie. He was gonna be male. And his name was gonna be Peanut Napoleon Cohen. Yep, that's what I had set out into the universe. That is what I tried to manifest. And I had all the details. I had pictured having a male dog that was cute, that I could take everywhere with me, and that was gonna be the love of my life and the light of my life. And he was gonna be called Peanut Cohen, Peanut Napoleon Cohen. I don't know where Napoleon came from. I think it was maybe the movie Napoleon Dynamite at the time, or like Napoleon, like History Napoleon. I always thought he was like such a badass. Like, what a man, you know, that conquered the world. It was like, Peanut's gonna conquer the world just like I conquer the world. So I had said that. I had set that into the universe, but I also knew that the timing had to be right because you don't just get a dog and just be irresponsible about it. And I also knew that I wanted to travel the world. I knew that I wanted to live in 2 million places. I knew I had a million dreams. I was trying to figure out always when Peanut was going to be like, I guess, when it would fit best for me to have a dog. And as the years went by, I realized just like a child, there is no perfect, you're never gonna be ready. It's never gonna be the right timing. But I had set it out into the universe and I had set out that I wanted him to be a boy, that I wanted him to be like this small little nugget. Like I wanted him to be a baby when I got him and I wanted to raise him. I've never had a dog. I've had every other animal in the book, never a dog or a cat, but I've had turtles, chickens, bunnies, hamsters, fish, everything I've had. I knew I needed an apartment that allows dogs. I needed a lot of things. And I've always traveled, even when I was younger, before I was traveling outside of the country. I was always in Hawaii, New York, Vegas, here, blah, blah, blah. So I had set out into the universe. I told God to send him to me when he thought the timing was right. And so from there, I really manifested having this dog. I really saw myself with this little nugget of a life. And different situations presented themselves at different timings. So randomly, when I had felt lonely or when I felt like I want more excitement in my life, and I would go, I don't know, I would cross a puppy for sale store or like, I don't know, a pet store. I always loved pets and animals. I would always go by and I'm like, I wonder if Peanut's here. And he wouldn't be there. I'm like, do you guys have a Yorkie? No. Okay. Thanks for ruining my dreams. I was like, maybe sometime in the future. Maybe. I'm going to send that out there. When you think I'm ready, bring him to me. So time went on. Years turned into years. I had moved to New York. I had lived in Israel. I did voluntary programs. I lived in Baltimore. I lived in Philly. I lived in Miami. I lived in different places. And it just never seemed right. There was a point when I lived in Baltimore that I was having a very hard time. And I was like, I really want a Yorkie. I really want Peanut. And I remember going into this mall called White Marsh Mall in Baltimore, and they had like a pet store upstairs in the corner, and I was like, okay, God, listen, please send me Peanut. I know my life is crazy right now. At the time, I was working between 13 to 18 hours a day. I was a full-time salesman, sales trainer, and a manager for a company that was nonstop. It wasn't ideal in my life at the time. I would have not had time for Peanut. But I still wanted to believe that I could make it work. So I was like, okay, listen, I'm gonna go into the mall right now. And if there's a Yorkie and he's a boy, he's mine. But if it's a girl, it's not mine. So I go into the mall, I get really excited, I go to the dog store, and I'm like, do you guys have a Yorkie? And they're like, yeah, we do. And I was like, oh my God, show me. And I was like, oh my God, so cute. Is it a boy? No, it's a girl. And I was like, shit. That sucks, but I get it. You don't think it's the right time. I got you. I know how we communicate. That's okay. I trust, but just make sure you send them to me soon. I had created vision boards with Peanut on them, like Yorkies. I feel like I look like Princess Jasmine with this. It just came to realization with blonde hair. I had created vision boards. I had created a Yorkie on there. I was always talking about this. I was always talking about to everybody that knew me, my best friends, my family. One day I was gonna have a dog. His name was Peanut Cohen, and that's never gonna change. I'm not letting go of that dream. And at times my mom was like, Hofit, let go of that dream already. You've been saying this for a long time. Let it go. I was like, no, you will see. You will see. And fast forward a couple years later, I had left Baltimore and I had moved to Miami for a job. And then I moved to Israel again, and then I moved back to Miami again. And then I was a manager for a company, and I had brought my brother and sister to work for the company as well and to live with me in Miami. So we all lived under one house, and it was really cool. And I knew I wanted to leave the job anymore because I wasn't truly passionate about it. I wanted to follow my dreams. I wanted to do other things. And I didn't know what that looked like for me yet, but I knew that if I left the job, I would have to give up my apartment because my apartment came with a job. I didn't have to pay rent because I was a manager, but if I decided to quit, then my apartment goes and my Miami dream goes, and that sucks for me. But I was having a hard time at the time trying to decide what is my purpose in life. Always, what is my purpose in life? And I asked the universe to send me a sign of what is my purpose in life. I want new meaning, new excitement, someone to share love with. And it was Saturday morning. Me and my sister, we had we had a car. We were like, we're gonna go to the beach today. It's like the Miami life, best life of my life. I love living in Miami, favorite place in the world. We're driving around, top down, listening to Pharrell. She's up all night for the sun. We were just like living it up, dancing in the car. All of a sudden, we're about to pull onto the freeway to the beach, and there's a man holding puppies for sale sign, or adopt puppies, or something like that. And I looked at her, my sister, and I was like, Co, this is a sign. And she's like, yes, it is a sign. It's a man standing in the street. I was like, no. What if? And then we took a different route, by the way. We don't take that route, but we took that route, and there was a man with a sign that said, adopt puppies. And I was like, what if Peanut Cohen is there? What if he's there? And if he is there, then I know that now is the time. Let's go check it out. She's like, Hofit, you're so crazy sometimes. And I'm like, I know, but you love me for it because that's just what I do. I wouldn't be who I am if I don't do crazy stuff. Let's go see. If they don't have a male, then it was just a sign. But if they do have a male, it was a sign plus a sign from the universe and a man holding a sign. So, behold, we walk into the store. First question, do you guys have a Yorkie? Yes. Oh my God. I melted and died 2,000 times when I saw Peanut. I like want to cry. I feel like I'm going to cry. But it was such a surreal moment. I see this little, Pika, I love you. I love you. Come back. I see this little nugget. He's like about to leave. He's like, I don't want to hear my birth story. I've already heard it 1,000 times. I've actually told it to him like 3 times already. I see this little nugget inside of like, it looked like a dog bowl. It looked like a cereal bowl. I see this nugget in it, this Peanut in it, and I see him cuddling and hugging another dog. And I was like, oh my God. I love him. This is Peanut. I love him. He equals love. I kept saying that on repeat. My sister's like, what does that mean? I'm like, I don't know. He equals love. On repeat, I'm like, Co, this is Peanut. This is Peanut Cohen. I know. I love him. He equals love. Now, Peanut's like sleeping. And I'm like, they're like, do you want to play with him? And we're like, yes, sure, let us play with him. They put us in like this little room, and Peanut scared the living crap out of us. I've never had a dog before. Prior to Peanut, I was kind of scared of dogs, but I wanted one, but I was scared of dogs. Peanut is like the most hyperest little baby bug. Till this day, he has a personality of a baby. I think the dogs have different personalities. Like some are like old souls, like motherly soul, like my mom's dog is like that. Some are like teenage soul. Peanut is baby Peanut. He is the most innocent, sweetest, hyperest, lovingest soul on planet Earth. He doesn't know how to be mean. He does not have a mean bone in his body. He is an angel of a life. Everywhere he goes, people fall in love with him. He is amazing. And he was his amazing, crazy self. He put us in the room, and this freaking dog is like crazy hyper. We're like petrified. We literally sat on the bench with our legs up, like, oh my God, this dog is gonna eat our shoes and kill us and eat us. And the ladies were laughing at like how this little 1.5 pound nugget was like scaring these teenage women, you know, these 2 women. Anyways, he was biting our flip-flops. We were freaking out and cracking up, and we just could not stop laughing at how this little black thing is just like insane and so funny and so cute. And I was like, Co, this is Peanut. He equals love. And I'm a Zodiac girl. I love Zodiacs. I love signs from the universe. I wanted an extra validation, so I said, when is his birthday? And the lady says, August 7th. Now, I need you guys to understand something. At that point, it was sold. It was sold. It was like 95% sold to me that Peanut was my soulmate. I am a Leo. My birthday is August 12th. I love Leos. I'm such a Leo. And knowing that my baby's birthday is 5 days before mine is just so on point, so aligned with me and the universe. That is exactly what I wanted God to send me, and it's so perfect. Also, as I mentioned in a previous video, number 7 is my number. for luck and signs from the universe that I'm on the right path in a way. I have a different number that comes up for different things. I have different numbers that come up for different things, but 7, and I'm like, I know this is from heaven. This is for me. This is meant for me. This is a sign from the universe. So seeing that Peanut was born on August 7th, I was like, 7. So he's a Leo. He was born 5 days before my birthday, but there's also a 7 there. He is my baby. Couldn't resist. I started talking about you, and I had to bring you here. We had left the store. I was like, okay, I'm a very impulsive human being. I love you so much. Do you even know? Oh, I love you. Meant to be, man. Okay, bye. Okay. We had left the store. My sister's like, okay, Hofit, you're being very impulsive. I get that you wanted this peanut little man. I was like, no, he equals love. Peanut equals love. Peanut equals love. On repeat. He equals love. He equals love. She's like, okay, let's go to the beach. Let's have some food. Let's discuss and be rational and realistic, because she's the rational, realistic one. I'm the dreamer, the impulsive one, the spontaneous one that just does shit on impulse and intuition. So we go and we think about this, and she's like, this is before I even became a travel blogger. She's like, you want to leave Miami. Like, how are you going to manage this dog? This is like the sister who's 10 years younger than me that thinks like 10 years older than me. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm going to make it work because he equals love. I came to realize at that point that I'm always going to move. I'm always going to switch different houses. That's just me. It's never going to change. But I want a dog. And if my life circumstance is never going to change, I just need to adjust it to make it fit my little man. She's like, okay, let's do it. So we went back and we got Peanut, and I could not believe. I literally was brought to tears when I had him in my arms. He fell asleep in my hand. I have pictures of it. Maybe I'll post them right here. Baby Peanut fell asleep in my arms by the time we got home and signed all the paperwork and brought all his stuff. And I am beyond grateful. Peanut has literally been the biggest gift of my life. I don't understand how I was so blessed with such an amazing little nugget monster, little baby lion, baby bear, who has 200 names. Peanut, Pika, Pikachu, you guys all know the list, Kiki. He has brought so much joy, love, compassion on so many different levels. He is my everything. I would legitimately die for him. I'm not even kidding. Like, he is my life. And I knew that the universe had a plan for me, and at the right time, my puppy would show up. And he did show up at the best time. He helped me a lot after I got Peanut. I think 2 or 3 weeks later, I had quit my job because I wanted to follow my heart and my intuition, and I moved back to LA without a freaking plan before I became a travel blogger, which is when I created the travel blogger dream. And he has been there for me through all the hard times, through everything and anything. He's taught me patience on a whole other level. And I just love him to pieces for everything, for all the love that he's brought into my life. I'm so grateful for him. He's my everything, plus.com. He has traveled with me. Not on all my travels. It's really hard for me when I leave him, but I knew, man. I knew. 7 years prior, Peanut Napoleon Cohen had to be a boy, you know, and I thought that Yorkies looked like lions, and he was like a baby lion, and he's a Leo, and he had the 7, and it was just all so freaking aligned, and they knew that he would send it to me when I was ready, when the timing was right. That's my little story on the love of my life. Legitimately, the love of my life. Peanut equals love. My sister was just here. We said it again. Peanut equals love. That's my story. I think that anybody can manifest anything in the world. You can manifest a house, a dog, money, whatever it is that you want. It's out there. It's already been created. It's already out there in the universe. You just have to get on the right frequencies to obtain that and attract it to yourself. I hope you guys like this story. I've never made a video about Pika. Yeah, and let me know below, did you attract your dog, your pet, your fish, your rabbit? Let me know if you've ever attracted an animal into your life. I love you guys. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.